Let me read that letter again. Was that from the Bellevue? Yeah. So I guess I'll go there to talk to the doctor about my aunt. But for now, I think I'm just going to go in here. Nice music.
Home. Thank God.
Oh my.
I've never been so happy to see a 500 square foot room in my life.
What kind of a TV? What kind of a TV is that? Look at that. I better answer the phone. What kind of a phone is that? It's a wired phone? Is this set sometime in the past?
Hello?
This is Dr. Quentin from Bellevue Hospital.
Yes?
I was your aunt's primary care physician. Did you receive my letter?
Yes, I received it. I haven't had the time to come by, though.
That's all right. I'm sure you're busy. However, should you find the time today, my entire schedule is free.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you. Good day.
If I don't visit him, he's just going to keep bothering me. I suppose I should just get it over with.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him today. But man, what is up with this TV? That's like the old TV I had years and years ago. I don't know if there's a name for that type, but God, it looks so old. And that phone, too, being wired, that's very, very old. But then when you look at the computer, I think that's an LCD. I don't think that's a CRT, which means this must be set in fairly modern times. Much more modern than this old piece of crap.
They're fine where they are.
Well, I didn't want to move them.
Just some old book review clippings.
Ah.
This is the only living plant I own. I bought it 2 years ago. It's still living despite my total lack of care.
Oh, a very hardy plant. And it is very overgrown, too. God, it's almost reaching the floor.
Griff is fine where he is. That's Griff, the PI bear.
PI
I've had him
bear?
as long as I can remember. He's in horrible shape, but I don't have the heart to throw him away. It's my notebook. I don't need my notebook now.
Nice lava lamp.
It's a photograph of Auntie Lauren and me.
Oh, that's cute.
When I was a little girl, I'd try to talk to my younger self in this picture. I was trying to give myself advice about the future. It didn't work then, and I doubt it would work now. No. I used to talk to this picture when I was a little girl, but not anymore. Auntie Lauren. She took care of me after my parents died. For most of my life, Auntie Lauren was a vegetable, slowly rotting away in a hospital bed. I don't remember what she was like before that. This picture is all I have to go by.
That's sad.
It's me. I look scared out of my mind. I don't remember when this picture was taken, but I look about 4 or 5 years old. I don't need to bother. I don't get reception anyway.
Reception? You mean you don't even have cable or anything like that? You just get the airwaves? Wow. Rocking it old school. And bad quality.
This TV was here when I moved in.
Ah, okay.
I'm not
What
up
kind
for
of DVDs do you
watching a
have?
movie. Besides, I've seen all of them a dozen times. I must have watched all the... I don't need to touch it. I know these plants are fake. It's fake, but kinda pretty. There's nothing in these cabinets I want right now. Out of sight? Cook. Why bother when every Chinese restaurant in the area delivers? Just a standard stove. Out of sight?
Yep.
No. I open those curtains and a dozen windows can look directly in here. Those curtains stay shut and prying eyes stay out.
I know how you feel.
My window with the curtains firmly shut.
I feel the same way.
I'm not ready for bed.
Why not do some writing?
I am just feeling so uninspired today. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel up to it. But today, it's just not happening.
Fair enough. Turn it off. Alright, let's go visit the doctor. Mr. Donald Quinton. What if I could get to know the other neighbor? Or one of my other neighbors?
I'm not knocking on some stranger's door.
I guess not.
I can't remember who lives there.
That's alright, I know one neighbor. That's enough. Well, what's up with the power?
I don't have anyone to call. I'm not stealing stuff. Some kind of motivational poster.
Hello, stony-jawed security guard.
It says that this floor is undergoing renovations. That explains a lot.
Oh, that explains the lights.
Just a small transistor radio. I don't think so.
Well, you don't want to shut it off in front of him? I guess that'd be rude, wouldn't it? Yeah, what's up with the lights? Renovations,
What's
I
with
guess?
the lights?
Hey, old buildings, you know? Always got problems. If the plumbing ain't broken, the lights are on the blink. It's giving me a headache, let me tell you.
On the blink. I've never heard that before.
I'm here to see Dr. Quentin.
Uh-huh. Is he expecting you?
I've got this letter right here.
Okay, looks legit. Go right in. His name's on the door, you can't miss it.
Thanks.
Come in.
Dr. Quentin?
Yes?
I'm Rosangela Blackwell.
Oh, hello. Come in. Come in. You got my letter, I trust.
Yes, I did.
Good, good. My condolences on the loss of your mother.
Oh, it shows him my mother. Polite. Seems like a nice person.
Thanks, but she was my aunt, not my mother.
Ah, quite right, quite right.
So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, yes, I did. But before we go into that, how are you holding up?
Complain.
Just having a really bad morning.
Oh?
I'll get over it. Just some stuff I have to deal with.
You received the ashes?
Yes, I scattered them this morning.
I imagine you must miss her.
Honest. Why would I choose anything but?
To be honest, I'm not sure what to feel. It's not like I knew her, or even remember her from before. She's like a stranger.
So why did you make it a point of visiting her all those years?
She was family.
She was the only family I had. I guess I felt an obligation, like I had to.
And now that you don't have to?
What do you want me to say? Auntie's dead, life goes on.
So you'll just keep living, is that it?
Yes.
Keep writing your little book reviews in the paper, right?
You know about those?
It's hardly a secret. A number of the staff have read them, yes.
I didn't think a West Village paper would interest anyone up here.
I have to be honest, Miss Blackwell. The staff read them because they were more interested in you.
Why would they be interested in me?
Oh?
Their intentions were purely benign, I assure you. It was your aunt they were primarily interested in. They wanted to know more about her family, and you proved to be, shall we say, less than eager to comply?
That's their problem.
Indeed. It was your choice to make. Your aunt was an interesting case, And now that she's gone, I was hoping you'd be more forthcoming with me. Just an informal chat. We can discuss her condition, and yours too, of course.
My condition?
You never could find out what was wrong with her, huh?
No, we didn't. But she still remains a fascinating case.
Fascinating. I don't understand.
Forgive me, I speak from a purely professional perspective. I didn't know your aunt personally.
Neither did I, but fascinating?
It might come as a surprise to you, but yes.
But she was practically catatonic. All she did was lie there for 20 years. She'd sometimes twitch or mumble something incoherent, but I wouldn't call that fascinating.
Well, as you know, she wasn't exactly catatonic. We kept her sedated.
Right, she had outbursts.
Yes, and we had to sedate her heavily to keep her calm, especially in preparation for your visits.
What are you trying to say?
Miss Blackwell, we are not a nursing home. We're not content to merely keep a patient comfortable. We are, after all, in the healing profession. We were trying to heal your aunt, and to do that, we had to speak to her.
Wait, you spoke to Auntie.
We tried to.
Did she answer back?
After a fashion, yes.
What did she say?
If Auntie spoke, why wasn't I told?
Miss Blackwell, do you remember what brought your aunt here in the first place? Her screaming, her hitting herself?
I was only 5 years old at the time, but I kind of remember.
In order to prevent her from doing harm to herself or to others, we were forced to sedate her. When we limited her medication, she simply reverted to her former state. Her natural state, I'm sorry to add.
What did Auntie say?
Nothing that made any sense. But one thing was clear. She was in great pain.
Pain? What kind of pain?
It's difficult to say, but it was immense.
How immense?
When we reduced her medication, the transformation was dramatic. Her eyes flew open, she thrashed, her screams. Well, we had to gag her eventually.
My God.
I know.
Did she still feel it when she was sedated?
We don't know. There's no way of knowing.
25 years.
I know.
Poor Auntie.
And what did he mean by my condition?
Wait, what do you mean by my condition?
Hereditary dementia is my specialty, Miss Blackwell. And in my opinion, there is significant cause for concern.
Sorry, did you say hereditary?
Yes, 2 generations. Your aunt and your grandmother before her.
My grandmother?
Yes, Patricia, I think her name was, right?
I never knew my grandmother. Auntie Lauren was it. There was nobody else. She couldn't exactly provide me with a family history.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Well, maybe you should have. Did anyone else come in to visit her besides me?
No, you are correct. I should have read the family history more carefully. I do apologize. I just assumed. Well, never mind. It doesn't change the fact that you should be concerned as well.
Go on.
Patricia Blackwell suffered her mental collapse at the age of 55. Lauren Blackwell underwent hers at the age of 40.
What are you saying? That the same thing is going to happen to me?
No, I'm saying that there is significant cause for concern.
So, I had a grandmother.
Apparently so.
How do you know about her?
It was in your aunt's case history when she was brought to us. Patricia Blackwell's symptoms were the same, word for word. Patricia's case was severe, and she was young, but it was chalked up to being an ordinary case of dementia. Until
Until it struck her daughter.
Until 20 years later, when it struck her daughter, yes.
It seems impossible.
Perhaps it's genetic, but we've detected no abnormality.
I just had a thought. If this character discovers that she's a medium, is that maybe the cause of my aunt and my grandmother? Maybe they were mediums, but they couldn't control it? That's what led them to basically go crazy?
You couldn't find any other link between the two cases.
None, aside from the family connection. And a name.
A name? What name?
The documentation we had on your grandmother is minimal, but there was one interesting item noted. During her more lucid moments, she uttered the name Joey. Your aunt, too, would cry out that name on occasion.
Joey?
Yes.
Who's Joey?
We've been wondering the same thing for 25 years.
So what should I do?
Right now, nothing. This type of thing is unprecedented. There is no procedure to go through, no medication I can give you. I just want you to be aware is all. And come talk to me if, well, there's any concern.
Fair enough. Thank you, Doctor.
Is there anything else you need to tell me before I go?
Your aunt had some personal effects in storage. As the next of kin, you're the beneficiary. It's just a folder, some documents and so on. It's being sent to your address via messenger.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
It's no problem at all. Goodbye, Miss Blackwell. My schedule is fairly open now, so feel free to drop in anytime. I'm always happy to discuss my favorite patient.
Sure.
I think I'll go back and probably sleep.